So I have this thing, I wanted to sell it, and but I never messed with it. I didn't do any calibration or anything. I just replaced the rubber belt of this counter because it was not working. So I started with €600, no interest at all. Then I lowered to 550, not too much interest, but a buyer came to see it. So we started testing it. So I never calibrated it because I thought it was working correctly. But look what happened. So I had this speaker here just so that we listen some output. Let's go. So let me see. Okay. So this is it. As you can see, I have both VU meters on 0. Let me show you. I think you can see it clearly. So let me start the recording. So now it's recording. But when I put it to source, you see that this this thing dropped here. Let's please go closer. So like that, but on source, you see, it drops just a little bit. Okay, that's it. So the buyer thought that this is a malfunction, and while testing it, he said that no, I don't want it like that. So anyway, it stayed with me. Now I think that it's a good opportunity to do a calibration, and I will try to do as much as I can on camera. So I will show it just to make it play back and record correctly. And don't see these irregularities here on the video meter. So if a buyer comes, that he may think that it's fine, because like that it looks like to be malfunction. Anyway, I don't think so, because you can just monitor the output and just add a little bit there while recording. Anyway, it's not calibrated by me. This is how I got it, so I will calibrate it now. So I made some notes here. This is a playback. No, let me show it here. So this is playback amplifier, this is recording amplifier, and this is tape type selector switch, if it's like, you can see it here, low noise, one range, whatever. Anyway, I made the small drawing here. So here, these two potentiometer trimmers, okay, is for the playback level. Let me show you. One is right. Focus. Yes, one is right here. The other is in there. Okay, these two are the playback level. The recording level is the first one here and the last one here, as you can see on my sketch here. Recording level on this is a dB machine. Where is it? There. This is a dB machine because it has Dolby, is this button here. And on the Dolby machine, the recording level is calibrated here. Otherwise, it's calibrated in there somewhere. If you see the manual, you will see this. On the D model, the recording level is calibrated from this board somewhere, but on the DB model, it's calibrated here. So the outer ones is for normal tape. The two middle ones is for the other type of tape, which we never gonna have anyway. So we just mess with these two external. And the last thing to calibrate is these two here. I think these are capacitors, but adjustable capacitors. To adjust the bias, so if you lack high frequencies, you can increase them from that a little bit. So I have doubts touching these two because they are factory sealed. So I don't know if I want to do it anyway. I will see. As for the heads, for azimuth adjustment and all this stuff, I don't know if you can see, but all heads are factory sealed. So I don't know if it's a good, leave it there. Don't worry. I don't know if it's a good thing to touch them, but I have a test tape, so we will see how azimuth and such adjustments are correctly. Now I just feed a sine wave signal. Let me show you. Okay, let me put it, let's see, 1016. So we measure there 1016, about 1 volt output. Both these are on 0 dB. 1 volt output we have. This is somewhere on 3/4. And I think it's time to calibrate the playback level using my test tape. So now I'm gonna play 700 Hertz with my test tape. So, come on. Okay. So it's 700 Hertz indeed. Playback level is nearly equal. Okay. Looks like I could increase playback level a little bit. But let's see. This is gonna be minus 10 dB. It's still 700 Hertz. It's nearly the same, as you can see. So this doesn't show exactly minus 10 dB, but it's fine. Let's see azimuth adjustment. So azimuth adjustment does not look good, although the heads are factory sealed. So looks like I'm gonna have to adjust the azimuth. So although the azimuth of the playback head is factory sealed, it wasn't proper. Let me show you. I used another tape that I have just to be sure that the tape I used previously is not wrong, but as you can see, the azimuth is not correct. I used this screwdriver, but I first demagnetized and tested this on a screw to see if it is magnetized, and it's not. So I'm gonna break the factory sealed, and as you can see, I think here it is exact. Okay. Now we will use the other test the tape that I have with 16 kilohertz so that I adjust it completely. So I did finally adjust the azimuth of the playback head on 16,000 hertz where the test tape is. It's completely okay. It's really difficult to adjust the azimuth because by just touching with your finger the head, the azimuth would go off. Let me show you. You see? Now I'm just tapping it a little bit with my finger. Let me put it back. Look. Just a little bit I'm touching the head and the azimuth goes off. Okay, I think I finally did it. I will proceed now with the playback level. So now that azimuth is adjusted, I will try and adjust a little bit the playback level. I think now this is here. Okay. I think I will try and adjust this here to about 1 volts, both channels. And this is what I'm gonna try to do now. Let me show you. I will do this by using these two trimmers. One it's there and the other one is there, symmetrical to this. So now that I adjusted both channels to be equal at about 1 volt both of them.
700 Hz minus 10 dB.
So on the minus 10 dB they look like to be equal also, very slight difference. So I guess output level is adjusted. Now let's proceed with
azimuth adjustment.
No. Let's see the head gap.
Azimuth adjustment. 16,000 Hz minus 10 dB.
Okay, head gap azimuth adjustment looks okay also. 16,000 Hz. Fine. Now I will proceed with the recording part. First I will check the azimuth of the recording head and then I will adjust the recording level. So now I'm recording a 5000 Hz signal and we can see it there. And as you can see, this is source. When I put tape, the azimuth is a little bit off. So I'm gonna have to adjust. There it is. Why doesn't it wanna focus? Yeah, there it is. It's source, tape. So I'm gonna have to adjust the azimuth of the playback head to be exactly correct. Let's see. So as you can see, this is what I'm doing here. Let me show you. Can you see it's going away? I will now adjust it that it's exactly each one to be on top of each other. Right there. I will now increase the frequency. So this is 9,000. Yeah, there. And it looks like it's still okay. Not really exactly, but this is a very slight difference. Okay. So let me increase the frequency, although I think that's enough. No, 22. There. Okay. 13,000, and the azimuth is spot on, I think. Okay, just move it a little bit. These are so slight movements. Okay. So, azimuth adjustment, I think it's correct. Now we'll proceed with the playback level. No, with the recording level. So now I have a signal of about, let's say, 1500. I'm still recording, okay? And this is the source, is 1 volt, but the tape increases a little bit, so I'm gonna have to lower the recording level just a little bit. I think I showed where this happens. It are these outer, this and this, because of the low nose tape. The wide range tape is the ones in the middle, but we're never gonna mess with this. So let's see what we have. I will try and put both of them on 1 volt. No? Okay, one is on 1 volt. It's a little bit less. I will. No. There it is. Let's see the other. Okay, now I think both, you see, source, tape, source, tape, both are nearly equal. Let's see the VU meters. Look at the VU meters. They move very slightly. So if a buyer comes to see this, it will work correct on him. I will test the same on higher frequencies now. So as you see, we're at about 10 kilohertz, and this is source, this is tape. It's nearly equal, as you can see. Let's see the VU meters. So it's source, tape. They do move a little bit, the VU meters, but they don't go down or up too much. They just fluctuate. Fluctuation on the VU meters with recording is done by bad tape. So I consider, let's lower the frequency a little bit. Let's see. There. Okay. So I consider this machine calibrated now. I didn't touch the bias signal here, which is factory sealed, and I'm glad I didn't have to, and it looks fine. Now I will test a recording. I will do the same and test some other tapes to be sure, because tapes are not all the same. So I want to be sure that I have an average level of calibration for nearly every tape that I'm gonna try, but not bad tapes anyway. And then I will consider this machine calibrated.